My third memory of vacationing in the country remains very vivid, and I would like to share it with you here. I am now almost 5 years old. This summer I have traveled to the country with just Wölchen and Aunt Marie. First we stay in Geisling, which is in the Erzgebirge, all of which is in eastern Germany, probably now Poland, where I play every day with several children. And then we go to Eubin, and it seems to me I have come to a place of magic. On our first day there, Wölchen and Aunt Marie take me to a special place in the village. There is a carousel with beautiful horses and fancy open carriages. The horses go up and down as the carousel goes around and around. We try the carriage first, because I'm a little afraid of the horses. But later, I allow myself to be lifted onto a horse as long as Wölchen stays right next to me. It is very exciting. Nearby stands a long shed that is closed in on 3 sides and has an overhanging roof on the 4th. A crowd of children and adults is attentively gazing at something inside that long open side of the building. My grandmother and aunt take me there, and suddenly I stand in front of the wide, intricate panorama of a fairy tale kingdom. Roads emerge out of tunnels and further on disappear into others. They meander in several tiers through a hilly landscape with fields, woods, villages, towns, and complicated castles. Knights and ladies, princes and princesses on foot and on horseback, soldiers and maids, townspeople, peasant men and women, wagons and farm animals move along the roads, performing their tasks. The human figures are dressed in medieval costumes and are about 4 inches tall, and everything else is to scale. The entire panorama is in constant, sedate motion. As one group of characters disappears into a tunnel, another emerges from one on the opposite side. Each group takes different routes and executes different movements. It takes a long time before there is any repetition. I am utterly spellbound as I carefully absorb all this magic action and patiently wait for it all to repeat itself. Wölchen and Aunt Marie marvel at the craftsmanship of the old man who keeps a watchful eye on this enchanted kingdom and its human visitors. He is said to have, over a lifetime, carved it all out of wood and set it into intricate motion. But I do not care about that. For me, this realm has a wondrous life of its own, and how I long to become part of it, or else to take it with me. But at last I am pried loose from this land of make-believe, perfect harmony, and happy endings. On the next day, the 3 of us go for a long walk through splendid evergreen woods. In sunny spots we find lots of berries to pick. On our way back, we come to a mysterious place. It seems that we are entering the realm of sandstone giants. Huge boulders are balancing on tall, narrow, rough-hewn pedestals or on much smaller boulders. Enormous heads with stoic, often menacing faces stare down at us or look into the distance. Colossal figures, sentinel-like, watch our progress through their domain. Here and there lurk dark shapes of twisted pine trees. The ground is solid rock, covered now lightly, now heavily with sand and small stones. Occasionally a tuft of grass has found a foothold. In the sunlight, The place looks and feels invitingly warm and alluring, yet the towering formations intimidate the casual visitor. On my first encounter with this strange landscape, I am frightened, and as we walk through it, I cling to Röllchen's hand. But she assures me that there is nothing to fear. She explains that these mysterious shapes have been carved out of the sandstone by wind and rain over a long, long time. I feel so very small and overpowered by them. Even the grown-ups look small and insignificant among these giants. I wish we could stay forever in Orbin and every day visit the carousel and fairy tale panorama and pick berries and walk among the sandstone giants. But once again, we must return to Berlin and the airwaves. And this is followed by a description of the last vacation we ever took in Germany. And then by our evacuation from Berlin because of the air raids that had started to be day and night. And at the very end, I tell of what that beautiful shining railroad station looked like just as we were leaving, and what it felt like by contrast.